Okay guys, this is your main man Olu Dumare, bringing you your first real pro guide to the Greatsword. I know there are hundreds of these, but with me, you will be learning the basics, advanced moves, and strategizing in any situation with this weapon. First thing is what everyone know is how to swing the sword. And even though it is a slow swinger, certain moves combined together swings it faster, even when using your charging capability. First, I'll show you how a normal player would use this. As you can see, I'm swinging extremely slowly, as most would when not even charging. So this brings me to how to swing it a bit faster, with big hits and more comboing. For example, when you draw your weapon, pressing B or circle activates your wide slash. It's a great move to initiate combat because where the sword direction you swing to is a prepping point for most combos used by his weapon. Now watch the difference of speed between entering and exiting with wide slash. Here's a simple combo. Try B to YB to charge Y. Now let's try charge Y to YB to B. About half a second faster. But let's make it a second faster. Impossible? Not at all. Now switch YB and B, but keep charge first. So charge Y to B to YB. See the speed difference? Hard to notice, but it's there. Now the reason this combo was faster only because of the swinging motion. To explain better, notice how pressing YB by itself, your character pulls the sword all the way around. But when activating your B right before the YB, causes damage while swinging the sword the same direction. So instead of a wasted prep swing, you get to damage while getting into YB starting position. So if your person goes straight into the swing, also notice that when doing B first causes your person not to finish his or start the combo so far off while doing the same amount of damage. I'll give you a second to, really look at it on your own screen so you can see what I'm saying. Now here's another example. Let's try B to charge Y, YB. Super slow. Could get another 2 hits now. Try YB to B to charge Y. Much faster. There are plenty of secrets to this weapon and I have them all. Now that you know how to make your Greatsword lightweight, let's take a second to explain the charge. There are 3 things about the charge most people don't know. The first one, you can lightly change direction while charging. Whatever level of charge you do carries over to the jumping slash, which is the second secret. And tackling at your true charge slash, which is your final combo, keeps the move in the pocket. So as long as you use your tackle before releasing your move, you can keep that combo ready to be swung. Now let me explain the direction change. It matters, but not all the time. Your weapon is that monster you hate. Even if they move out the way, you're still getting hit. If close enough. Example, the rising slash can hit people behind you. So don't trip if the monster moves, but some moves can't, like the wide slash. Let me show you a quick example. Let me just find something that I can hit my back on. I think it's a podium right here, actually. So notice how if I hit YB, it will still strike the podium. But my wide slash doesn't, even though it does. Now, thing is, there is a split second where your blade won't hit. That's at the start and end. But basically saying, swing it wildly smart. Now, here's the follow-up charge I mentioned. Quick and easy. So if the monster moves, instead of swinging downwards, you can do a wild open swing. Just B to tackle, then B again, and notice that you still glow red depending on the level of charge. Of course, tackle charge, utilize this. Especially if the monster is sleeping, make sure the true slash hits for most damage to wake it up. Also, it's good for prediction battling. If you didn't have aggro for a while, just randomly start charging, let loose once the monster starts coming for you. Now, let's show you what you've learned against Nergigante while teaching you how to fight. Alright, we here at Nergigante. Apologies for sounding like a robot in the first half of this video. I did kind of write a script, just so the DVR reasons. But so with this part, I'll be a little bit more live because I'm actually narrating. I think that this video here will give a lot of good insight on how to fight. Now, fighting the way that I just showed you utilizes your weapon capabilities so well, so you really wouldn't even need to guard for the most part. Me, I absolutely do not guard. I just dodge out the way. You do not have to wait until your sword is all the way down and your man starts to get up in order to start moving out the way. Just keep tapping A to evade, roll out, all of that. Stay under the monster in order to attack his belly, because with the, as I said, with the Greatsword, it's like the monster. You can move around. No matter where it's at, it's going to get hit. So if it keeps moving, just swing at it. Stand still and swing at it. But you're going to see most of the techniques that I said to you in this video. Now here, as you can see, I'm banging away on his head, but I wanted to hit his horn, and you already know how hard Nergigante's horn is. It's hard to come off, and I focus it every time. I only broke it about 3 times, twice with my insect glaive, not with the actual glaive, but with the insect. It really just like does more damage than my own freaking sword, so I just spam the bug on it all the time. Dragon damage is very, very good. Alright, and as you can see, I'm drawing it out. The Greatsword is probably better doing it solo because you get more aggro, well, for showing you, but my friend insisted to hop in this video. And now and also for those who actually need help with Nergigante, you can watch this as well. It's not the full fight, not at all, because only for the simple fact that everybody's seen the fight, everybody's doing the fight. I just wanted to show you guys just a little bit. Now, as you just seen, I just did a side blow to a rising slash, and you saw how slow that I moved my combo, and I wasn't able to get the second hit off. That was a little mistake on my part, but it's still more of the battle to come. And right here, this is what I'm talking about when charging randomly. If he would have attacked just a little bit closer to me, I would have got that nice little bang on him. And another tip with the Greatsword, using your tackle is kind of like a guard as well. As you see right there, he just used his wing attack. I tackled right through it and did not get affected by it at all. You can rewind it and rewatch it. And not only that, if you tackle the head, it's a high chance for you to stun, knock him back. And once you do that, you use your B again in order to hit a jumping wide slash, swing at him. You know what I mean? It's like another extension of your arm. It gets the reaching. You'll see that a couple times in this video here. Now, me as a character, you can really wear any kind of gear you want with the Greatsword. Everybody says, what armor set would be great to use with the Greatsword. Anything you want, but you know, if you really ask me, I always switch up my gear, utilize it from, you know, it depends on what monster I'm fighting. But my go-to gear, you know, my walk around, that's like a don't die, or you know, I can help anybody out at any time kind of gear, is what I'm wearing right now. Is the Death Stench top, Death Stench bottoms with Nergigante gauntlets, legs, and the Dragon King eye patch, of course. You know, you get that aggregator, that weakness, exploit, that nice defense. And if you ask me, my dragon defense stays in the negative, but you know, I take a lot of damage and you know, eat it all only because I know how to buff myself initially. But you know what I mean, buffing goes one way. If you don't know how to fight, then of course the monster's just gonna tear you all over the ground. So shout out to all the boat users, because that is a very hard feat for me, specifically trying to keep my stamina in check. But once I get the gear for it, I'm pretty sure, you know, get enough stamina surge levels up, I'll be easily doing that. You know, back to video. As you can see here, Nergigante is not really is really fighting himself. You know, trying not to die, or trying for me not to show you anything much. But later on, in probably about another second or two, it's going to get into it. Now, what I like to do here is when you have them on the hill here, or any monster at all, that little slide right there, holding wide doing that, it gives you a nice 3-hit combo instantly. You just hold wide, slide down, boom, that's the you jump up in the air, then you come down for a mount. If you don't mount them as soon as you land, hit that Y or B for a nice charge 3 level 3 jumping slash. That's only if you know you charge it up to 3. It'll carry over any charge level you do. Now, as I said, I like to focus his horns. I think this is actually the part where I just bang his face in. Yeah, this is what I mean. Exactly. Charge randomly. He turn back around. He can get it to the mid. I'm not really worried about if I'm going to hit him or not, because I know most likely I'm always going to hit him. And actually, there's a nice little treat for those who haven't seen Nergigante fight anybody. He actually gets in a fight with Teostra at the end of this. Just feel like spoiling that for y'all. Now, as you keep seeing, fighting with this Greatsword, I'm actually doing a pretty good job at defending myself without using the guard. I don't have that many buffs on, just some defense. He is hitting me hard, but just like not hard enough in order to, you know, phase me into using potions that much. Haven't even used the health booster yet, but I will in just about a second, because I don't like to have my health a little too low. Now, don't fight the way I fight. In this certain situation, don't sit there that long charging it up, even though I still got a hit on him. It's just he prolonged his aggro onto my friend there, so charging that wasted out so much time where I could have just kept banging his head in if I would have just ran up to him. But you know what I mean, I'm doing this as a training video just to show some stuff, so I wasn't really taking this fight all that serious. Now, you'll see in about a minute here a nice little attack that I like to use myself. Right here, you just stand under him, just keep going, keep evading, stay under him, keep evading, just keep swinging. Now, a lot of people do this, but I specifically say to do this with the Greatsword, because the Greatsword easily can get 100 damage on a hit, on a basic hit. Swinging, just chopping his intestines out, actually. You know what I mean? It's good for the jokes. Yeah, when I mean jokes, it's like, you know, I know a lot of people like to talk crap to the monster. I do as well, so, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say what I say, of course, but, you know, you can say some stuff yourself. Now, check out this BS bomb right here. He's a home-seeking missile, man. I usually dodge his stuff, but trying to talk at the same time, I didn't realize he was coming at me until he came at me. It didn't do that much damage, but Shoot, I could have had better with different gear sets, but worried about my damage so I can kill monsters quicker is kind of my thing. Now, in just a second, you're gonna see him. Look at that, stumble back. As I was showing you, just said, you hit him with your sword in the face. You can stun KO just as well as your tackle, but I'd rather use my tackle to try to stun him because my sword's gonna hit his face either way. Now, you're about to see here is your man Teostra get whipped. He does the same thing he does to Kashala, but it's still pretty dope. And there Gigante, the real eater of elder dragons, my man. Look at him. Toss him right across the room. Teostra gonna run like a little girl too. But thank you for watching. And I hope this video has helped you. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.